Episode 1 of the MACMALL My Opinion Podcast is sponsored by Mac Fashion, RapBay.com, WashHouseMusic.net, Tree Crew Industries, and Papalote Mexican Restaurant. Check them out at papalote-sf.com.
Kyrie,
What's up?
drop some dope on these fools.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's up, motherfuckers? You have tuned in to the MACMALL My Opinion Podcast, and I am MACMALL, you know what I mean? And I got my beautiful hostess, Miss Black Zeus.
Hello.
You know what I mean? And my OG and your OG, Tone motherfucking Loke in the building.
Yes, sir. Thiz all day, baby.
Yes. But, you know, we in the building, man, and welcome to my podcast. This is the first show. I'm very, very excited to have you here, you know what I mean, with me right now. And basically this show, man, is all we going to be doing is smoking some weed, you feel me, and chopping game about music, sports, entertainment, and all the other stuff that we think fly. I also got some dope interviews, you know what I mean, and for this first episode, I got an interview with my OG partner, Chewy Gomez, you know what I mean, from Hot 105.7, you know what I mean, shout out to Chewy, you know what I mean. I wanted to do an interview with him because I basically started my career with him. So kick back, fob your blunts, man, and we finna get into this shit. You know what I mean? So, what's the first thing we gonna come with today, man? Let's get into some sports or something. What about that? What you think about that?
Let's get it.
Yeah, man. Okay. First of all, we gonna get into sports. Now, if we gonna talk about sports, we gotta talk about our Warriors. You know what I mean? Shout out to the whole Warriors organization,
Off
the
top.
championship,
Dubs.
the world champs. You know what I mean? Them boys is doing real big. You know what I mean? They chasing that 74 win. You know what I mean? Like the Chicago Bulls, I think. You feel me? What y'all think about that, man? Me, personally, I think that they should rest. You know what I mean?
It's a done deal, man. Play all balls, all out, man. Nobody hurt. You got to run them.
I feel you. But it's just like, dude, what if, you know what I mean, they get the record, but they don't get the championship?
Man, they a young team. They got it, man. They got that
You know?
stamina, brother. They ready.
Man, I feel you, man. What you think about that, girlie?
Look, I'll be honest with you. I'm a football type of fan, and I watch more boxing than I do basketball. But I think if they're already on a winning streak, they might as well keep going and see if they could get to the championship.
Yeah,
Why
of
not?
course. They gonna get to the championship. Ain't nobody rocking with them. Me, I just, you know, you got San Antonio, they racing their players, you know what I mean, and just getting them ready for that playoff run because the playoffs, you know what I mean, is different than the regular season. You know what I mean? The regular season is a grind. The playoff, you just got to show up and show out. So, I mean, I don't know. I think that, you know what I mean, that they are a young team and they are feisty and they are doing a thing. But it's just like, man, think of this. What if somebody get hurt?
Look at this. They got 3 All-Stars, brother.
Right.
Come on, man. They got a hot bench.
Yeah, you right.
Come on.
You right. So it ain't like they got one player, and if he get
Yeah.
hurt, then, you know what I mean, they got a lot of other people who can step up.
Team. They not just, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel you, man. I feel you. You know what I mean? So we gonna see what they do, man. I'm championship or bust. That's how I feel about the situation. But you know what I mean? We gonna see, man. Moving on, we gotta talk about the big fight that came to the Bay Area, came to Oakland, California. You know what I mean? With the champ, Andre Ward, beating the Brazilian cat. I forget his name, man. You know what I mean? Boy, that dude, Barrera, he whooped Barrera ass. You feel me?
The buff dude.
Straight up. Yeah, Barrera was kind of bigger than dude, but you know, it was you know, Andre Ward, town business. He came, he saw, he whooped ass. You know what I mean? Me and Tone Loke watched the fight together. It was a gang of you know, just Bay Area celebrities in the house. Everybody from E40 to you know what I mean? Beast Mode was in there. Raphael Sadiq. You know what I mean? I even saw Frank Gore in the motherfucking building, man. I didn't know if he was allowed in the Bay Area anymore, man.
You know the Warriors was in the building.
Oh yeah, I saw that, man. I saw Steph and his chick, and you know everybody was up in there. Yeah, it was a dope fight. Me and you watched it together. You know what I mean? What did you think of it, Tone?
It was dope.
Word, yeah, it was dope, man. It was dope. You know what I mean? Them boys was thumping, and he kind of, you know, Ward is a fighter that he basically tailor makes his fight to his opponent. You know what I mean? If his opponent do one thing, he finds a way to counter him, and he just handles his business. He's a very, very smart fighter. You know what I mean? If the fight needs for a puncher to come through, he's a puncher. If you have to have a defensive mind, he's a defensive-minded cat. You know what I mean? Did you see the fight?
I didn't catch it.
You didn't catch it?
You was
I
a
did.
boxing fan, though.
I know. I only caught the highlights because
Right.
this past weekend was my son's birthday.
Yeah,
so
shout
that
out
was
to your
my
little
main
man.
focus.
Shout out to your
Shout out
little
my
man.
baby. Happy
Yeah.
8th birthday.
Hello.
again
Hello.
to my
Hello.
baby. So I didn't catch it. I
Word.
caught the highlights. But I am a Ward fan, so that
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was happy to hear and see all the articles, browsing Facebook, seeing all the reviews, seeing all the wins and shit. I'm
Hell
like,
yeah.
in my head, I'm like, there the fuck you go.
Yeah, hometown boy does good. You know what I mean? And one thing about Ward, he's a positive cat too. You know what I mean? That's one thing I got to say about dude. Like, he's very positive. You know what I mean? Faith-based. You know what I mean? Got a beautiful family. And, you never hear about him getting in trouble and just being out there faulty. So that's a good thing, man.
Yeah,
we
that's a
need
good look.
we need more of that in the Bay Area, man. So shout out to the champion. You know what I mean? My man Ward, he did his thing. You know what I mean? And keep the continued success. Shout out to Jay-Z for, bringing that to the town. It was dope. Moving on, we're going to talk about football now. You know what I mean? A touchy subject for a lot of us. You feel me?
Let's see.
But let's talk about the 49ers and their new coach, Chip Kelly.
Oh.
And also, we're going to talk about, is he good or bad? And we're going to talk about Kaepernick, or as I like to say, Capper shit. You feel me?
Hello.
So, what y'all think about him, man? Chip Kelly, what y'all think about that dude, man?
I think they both can go to hell.
Yeah, basically.
Honestly, I have mixed views because I heard about his good record with his wins, but I heard he's bad with the players.
Oh, yeah.
So, as far as how I feel about him, if you can't get along with the players, you're just gonna get stomped. This is the
Yeah.
Bay Area. You're gonna get
Oh, yeah.
stomped.
He ran the
Yeah.
Eagles into the fucking dirt.
He killed he plucked the Eagles. This motherfucker plucked the Eagles, man. And then it was like they had a whack-ass record. Dude, the Chip Kelly was good in college. You know what I mean? He thought he was going to be able to bring his college game into the NFL, and it didn't work. Now, after the fucked up season that we had as 49ers, I'm a 49er fan. After the fucked up season that we had, how could you, instead of moving up, you get somebody who's, man, mediocre at best? You feel me? And then you don't get rid of this dump truck ass motherfucker who can't throw a football. You know what I mean?
Can't read a defense.
They exposed that motherfucker so quick. They exposed him like a stripper, man. When you dropped $100 bill, that's how that boy got exposed, man. You feel me? Straight cornball, and to get him the fuck out. You know what I mean? But that boy got big checks. So yeah, I don't know, man. It's a fucked up situation. I know I'm gonna be drunk a lot this football season, fucking with these motherfuckers. You know what I mean? 49ers, man, from MACMALL, man, get your shit together, yo. Real talk.
Fast.
Real talk. All right, we're going to move on now. We're going to keep it in sports, but this is kind of like some entertainment shit. You know what I mean? Let me see that lighter. Now, right? Check this out. Now, I know everybody up in here been watching TV and shit. So I know, and this is a sport, so we're going to keep it in sports. So who been watching the fucking OJ? The OJ show, man. The trial, American Crime Story, the OJ shit. So I watched this shit. I done watched every episode. I fucking got this shit taped. DVR, whatever the fuck, right? My opinion of this shit is this, basically. It scares me because I think that a lot of people, a lot of young people, and a lot of people who who don't really know what happened are going to think that that show is actual history. And they're going to think that that shit actually happened like that. Let me tell you, it did not happen like that. That or what you seeing comes from a book of somebody who had their own judgments of what was going on, the surrounding things. So you have characters in that show that are highlighted to be something that they really weren't. You know what I mean? Like fucking
actors.
What was the name? Marsha Clark, was that the chick? I don't know. Whitney, that was her name? Marsha Clark. That bitch was not no fucking hero like that. You know what I mean? She wasn't no hardworking woman who had the world on her back and big black OJ was fucking, you know what I mean? Mean mugging her shit. Get the fuck out of here, man. She did her fucking thing. She was fucking the black dude. You feel me? They didn't talk about that shit. Fucking whatever his name was hitting that during the motherfucking trial. fucking man, John Travolta. Fuck you, man. I liked it you, bruh. For real, I really liked it you, man. I liked it you and shit, man. You gonna do that shit, blood, and you a producer of that shit too. That's what's even worse. You know what I mean? He play a fucked up character. I hate the way that they fucking put the Kardashians in that shit. Like they were just such big parts of the fucking story. Like, get the fuck out of here. And the way they got the...
It had to be for publicity.
Of course. I'm surprised Kanye West didn't show up in that motherfucker.
He might.
You feel me? Yeah.
It's
not over.
Man, I'm so surprised, right? So, then they
Somehow
got...
going to continue, and he's going to be a part of it.
Man, they bring up the Kardashian kids more than they even bring up OJ kids. Like, I done seen OJ kids like once, but I done seen the Kardashians like damn near every other episode. That's some fucking whack shit. The way they try to make the father act like he was kind of, conflicted about, being OJ's lawyer. My question is this. Did the motherfucker cash OJ checks? I bet he did. And I bet Chris was spending that motherfucking good OJ money. So keep all that motherfucking judgmental shit, man. That shit for the birds, yo. But, so I say everybody should watch it because the Johnny Cochran character, that's what I'm basically watching the shit for. Because the Johnny Cochran character, I forget that actor who's playing him, but he's a great actor. That character is fucking, is dope. You know what I mean? So it's like, for me, I'm basically watching it, seeing Johnny get off. You know what I mean? Straight up. Because it was beautiful how Johnny Cochran did that thing. Rest in peace, motherfucking Johnny Cochran, man, for real. Straight up, man. Yeah, so everybody watch that. Moving on. I think we still in sports, so we gonna move on, man. Now it's an internet sensation that's going around. You feel me? Of this high school game where this like 5 foot kid in the middle of a game, man. This dude must have jumped. Man, he really jumped out the gym. You know what I mean? He really jumped out the gym, man. Can we watch that, man? All right, man. Yeah, man. Run that cue, man, so people can peep this, man. This little kid. Now he's 5'5", Melvin Lee. That's his name. Shout out Melvin Lee, man. Look what this kid do. In a game, shakes him. Oh, top flow. Now look at this, man. The whole gym go crazy. But it's something I want you to see in this, man. We're going to let it run a little long because I want you to see something. Right? Now, you know it's fucked up when the other team is getting dumb. That's the other team. You feel me? They high-fiving.
And he was
Look at him. Top floor. Melvin Lee, man. Yeah, man. Shout out Melvin Lee, man.
Melvin Lee.
That was ill, man.
That
like,
got hella potential.
No doubt, man. No doubt, man. That boy jumped over everybody, man. That was crazy, man. For real. I'm telling you. Shout out to Melvin, man. You going somewhere, man. Hit them books, man. Yeah, man. So, yeah, like I say, man, it's the MACMALL My Opinion podcast. We're going to keep it moving, you know what I mean? And we're going to get into some more stuff, talk some more shit, you feel me? This week was a crazy week in music, you know what I mean? We lost a hip-hop great, you know what I mean? A member of one of the best groups, in my opinion, in hip-hop, you know what I mean? Man.
Rest in peace, man.
Rest in peace,
Straight
you know
up.
what I mean? Phife Dawg, man. Phife Dawg died this week. He had, complications due to diabetes. You know what I mean? He died in Oakley, California. You know what I mean? It's close to Antioch. And I'm personally touched about it because, like I said, they're one of my favorite groups. Their music is like a soundtrack to my life. You know what I mean? Just like some of the best times in my life, have been, Tribe Called Quest have been playing in the back. You know what I mean? Straight up. So, I'm really touched by that. And, I just want to say, my condolences to his family, you know what I mean, to his mother, to his father, to his wife, to his son, to his brothers and tribe, you know what I mean. My condolences, and we all feel the pain, because we all loved him, you know what I mean. What y'all feel about, the death of Phife Dawg?
I mean, personally, it's a loss, and hip hop lost it with this one. So, my condolences as well, because I know that that's a hard thing to swallow. I have people in my hip hop past who I've lost
Yeah, I
And
feel
it's
you,
like,
man.
It's a torn feeling.
It's a trip because, you know what I mean, Tone, I'm gonna let you go, but it's a trip because, you know what I mean, not only, you know, it's like a double hurt because not only do you miss, like, or you feel hurt because you're not gonna be able to see that person, but you're not gonna be able to experience their music and what
Or their
they,
art, or
yeah,
what they
their
can
art,
bring and share to the world.
the beauty, you know what I mean, that they brought to the world. So yeah, man, we all feel it. What you feel about it, Tom?
Well, just, straight up shout out and rest in peace, respect, But they paved the way for a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? There's a lot that's, unseen that we don't know about, you know what I'm saying? People that he touched along the way. But
Yeah.
man, straight up, it's just a loss, you know what I'm saying, for the hip hop community.
Yeah, no doubt. The boy, you know what I mean? The boy Q-Tip had wrote a statement, you know what I mean, where he talks about, how he feel about it. And the statement is basically this: our hearts are heavy. We are devastated. This is something that we weren't prepared for, although we all knew that life is fleeting. It was no secret about his health and his fight, but the fight for his joy and happiness gave him everything he needed. The fight to keep his family happy, his soul happy, and those around him happy gave him complete and unadulterated joy until he heeded his father's call. We love his family, his mother, his father, his son, his wife, his nieces, his family here in New York, Atlanta, California, and Trinidad. Thank you for the outpouring of prayer, support, and from the fans, fellow artists, music outlets, blogs, radio stations, DJs, social media, and music community at large. This, too, is part of his joy and means a lot to him. His family is overwhelmed by the support, well wishes, and are thankful. His music and what he contributed is seismic and hard to measure. He affected us as much as he affected all of you. We're inspired by his daily joy and courage. He wasn't in pain. He was happy. We take comfort in knowing that he will be beside his grandmother. You know what I mean? Straight up. That's real. That was Q-Tip. You know what I mean? Man, them some touching words, you know what I mean? I know them brothers is really, putting on a brave face for the world, you feel me? Trying to be strong and stuff. And, man.
They probably hurting the most.
Yeah, of course. I know they hurting the most, you know what I mean? Shout out to, Jerobi, you know what I mean? Somebody we follow each other on Instagram, and he a real cool brother. He was real close to Phife, you know what I mean? So, yeah, he was real close to Phife, so I know, like, he really hurting right now, you know what I mean? Now, I want to talk about, like, what Tribe mean to me. Tribe was like, just, man, it's just like youth. They were very, they had their own style. You know what I mean? Like, they didn't have uniforms, and they dressed kind of like just, in that time, how in the 90s, kids was like real organic and, you know what I mean, Afrocentric. And, just to think of the things that they did with native tongues, you know what I mean? Just all that was just beautiful, and a lot of dope stars came from that, man. And, I wonder, like, could they ever do a concert again? You know what I mean? Could they? You know what I mean? And could they do something like where they, they rap and the crowd sings, Tribe's parts? You know what I mean? I'm sure they can do that. Could Jerobi step up and sing Phife's part? You know what I mean? It's just something I think about, man. Because I don't want to think that it's going to be an end to Tribe Called Quest. You know what I mean? I know that. That's what I don't want. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. Rest in peace, man. For real. Rest in peace, Phife Dawg. Yeah. So now we come to the part of the show that I like to call Max Tracks. And on Max Tracks, every show I'm going to highlight, you know what I mean, a spotlight, a musical act that I think, that the world needs to hear, or, or the people who watching this need to hear, you know what I mean? And this week we got my main man, my little brother, you know what I mean, Vallejo's own, the hardest working man in Vallejo, Willie Joe, you know what I mean? Straight up. He has a new song out right now called Stunt Man. And it's featuring Salty, you know what I mean? And it's real dope. So I want y'all to check this out, you know what I mean? And y'all let me know how y'all like it, you know what I mean? I think y'all gonna like it. So y'all check this video out, and we gonna be back. We gonna talk a little about Willie Joe, man. Get into it.
Wow, you saw that shit. Hey, there you go. Like
Duh. 202 real. You know? Some keep it real, some niggas don't. One thing about it, never been a punk. Down on my luck, she didn't bail me out. Now a nigga up, she gotta catch me out.
Stuck man, neighborhood stuck man. Bitch, I'm ballin' like jump man. Stuck man, neighborhood stuck man. Bitch, I'm ballin' like jump man. When I said I couldn't, that's when I went and did it. One hard, one dry, what's the forecast? Down on my luck, they treat a nigga bad. Know where to go, have my shit in bags. Used to blame my dad, but I'm my own man. Now a nigga ballin' like jump man. When I leave my house, just a stunt man. Benjamin, that's my best man. Most niggas change, that's on them. When I bought a Benz, I don't need friends. Louis for the lens and one step. I chase money till it's not enough. Always but a check, can't be in debt. Y'all niggas broke, y'all make threats. Till cell phones don't do connect. Came from the bottom, what y'all expect?
Some keep it real, some niggas don't. One thing about it, never been a punk. Down on my luck, she didn't bail me out. Now a nigga up, she gotta catch me out.
Stuck man, neighborhood stuck man. Bitch, I'm ballin' like jump man. Stuck man, neighborhood stuck man.
Yeah.
Bitch, I'm ballin' like jump man.
Me and a nigga saw keep it 200. Had a show last night about like 200. This nigga keep fucking duck me on me 200. Yeah, these niggas fucking talking, but do they really want it? He touched a little cash, now he really on it. He talk a lot of trash, but he don't really want it. One thing about it, we don't bitch up. He touched a couple dollars and he switched up. I made a little money, but I ain't made enough. Gave the bitch a little game and she ate it up. Top flow fucking sweet, I had to beat it up. Bruh, I was so geeked, I had to eat it up. Blunt man, V-Town blunt man. Got retro George, no jump man. These was 1500, no Birdman. With a badass bitch watching Birdman, nigga. Some keep it real, some niggas don't. One thing about it, never been a punk. Down on my luck, she didn't bail me out. Now a nigga up, she gotta catch me out.
Stuck man, neighborhood stuck man. Bitch, I'm ballin' like jump man. Stuck man, neighborhood stuck man. Bitch, I'm ballin' like jump man.
Yeah, though. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that was that was Max Tracks. You know what I mean? Willie Joe. You feel me? Stuntman featuring Salty. Shout out to Salty. Shout out to my little brother Willie Joe, man.
Another smacker, boy.
Man, yeah, well, he good with that, man. You know what I mean? Willie Joe, man, he's very good with that. That's why I hooked up with him and let him.
Shout out Willie Joe and
Yeah.
the whole Vallejo, man. Straight up.
Yeah, that function music, right? He
That cool ride and like just function music.
Man, for real, man. For real. He actually, you know, was A&R on my record Legal Business, you know what I mean? That's in stores and iTunes right now. He you know, dude know how to make things simple. And I think a lot of the times, I know for me, you know what I mean? I know that you a musician, you do music. And I know sometimes when you do music, you can make things like overcomplicated. But he know how to
Overthink it.
Yeah, overthink it. Willie Joe know how to do it, man. Coke is it. You feel me? So that's why I love working with him, man. What did y'all think of that?
I like it. That's what remind me of the function music. Like it gives that authentic Bay vibe.
For sure. He always come with that. What you think, Tone Loc?
Man, Willie Joe, that's my brother, man. I love his music. You know what I'm saying?
For sure, man. So Willie Joe, man, to me, I think you got another one, brother. You keep that up, man. Straight up.
Keep the banging up, man.
For real. So yeah, y'all. You know what time it is. We finna get into celebrity motherfucking news. You know what I mean? This when the tea gets sipped, spilt, poured on your motherfucking ass. You feel me? Let's get it cracking, man. Who we got first? Katt Williams.
Oh, shit.
Oh my God.
Here we go.
Katt Williams, man. Katt Williams been having a rough couple of weeks. You know what I mean? He got into it in Philly. You know what I mean? He was on stage. He kind of ran and jumped on the cat. You know what I mean? And they kind of, you know, gave him the business a little bit. a lot of bit with it. A little bit because really though, you know, if I know when we rock, if we get on somebody, he not getting up, and he's definitely not finna get up the next day and do a YouTube video. That's what you not finna do. Or if you finna do that, you finna do it from a hospital bed, man. You feel me? That's how we rock. So I don't think they really got on him like that. So that happened, and then he got into it. I guess he got arrested at a tool store or something like that, and I guess they raided his house, and then he gets into this altercation with this kid,
7th grader,
a 17-year-old.
Or 15.
You feel me? And you see, I'm not gonna play the video of the fight because I think everybody saw that. You know what I mean?
Most definitely, that was viral. Everyone.
Yeah. So the little kid
whooped his ass.
This little motherfucker knew how to put that boy in a UFC, a perfect fucking chokehold, went straight to his back. Dude, look, I said, Katt didn't know that he fought on the African nigga grabber. Right? That motherfucker grabbed him up, you know what I mean? The shit was just weird. But then you saw the second tape where you actually saw Katt was out there playing with the kids and shit. You know what I mean? Like, he out there playing soccer. Knowing black people don't play soccer. Unless Africans, excuse me, black Americans. You know what I mean? Black Americans, Jamaicans, and all my Haitians, everybody, they play soccer. But we don't really. So he out there playing with the kids, you know what I mean? He didn't have no security, nothing like that. And I guess the little youngster had came on him. And the second tape, you kind of see that it was like, man, I wish Katt wouldn't have fired on him, though. You know, if I was there, I'd have kicked the little kid in the fucking head, you know what I mean? Back up off Katt, man. What the fuck you out of here doing, man? This boy, you know what I mean? Go get your mama or your brother, some shit like that. You feel me?
He figured because he was small, he was like, "Fuck it, I could take him."
Man, that's how I kind of seemed like, dog. You don't, you know. It was a
little man.
It was a respect thing, right? You gotta respect your elders. Like, I would never, when I was young, come on a motherfucker like that unless he disrespect
me. If my son did that,
me.
he would get smacked by me. So.
Man, see, but yeah, you know, that shit was wild, man. He fucked with the African nigga grabber. Nigga grabber grabbed his ass up, damn near choked him out.
Ooh.
And, but Katt, he has a clip where he kind of explains what happened. So let's watch that clip, man, so we can hear it from the horse's mouth.
Here's the story with the little strong ass 17-year-old nigga. Okay. So the reason that I'm in Gainesville is because I fucking live there, nigga. I don't live where broke niggas. So now the leader of their team is this nigga who turns out later to be 27 in the 3rd grade. But I thought the nigga was 19 the whole time because the nigga was smoking a cigarette like me. Nigga was as tall as me. And me and him was the only people on the soccer courts that was cussing. I was trying not to cuss because people was recording. But he was saying fuck shit all game. I'm like, I like this little boy. He got heart. He talks shit about me all game. I don't give a fuck about that. I'm a real gang player, motherfucker. You can talk shit to me as long as we don't lose, motherfucker. I got no problems. But then as the game is going on, I'm realizing this feels like a setup. And my teammates are trying to let me know something ain't right. So, before the game's gonna be over, because if you watch the tape, the game never officially ends, I end it. He said some slick shit, and I said, hey, you know y'all can't win this game, so why would you say fuck me? And he said, well, what you gonna do about it? I said, listen, you know I'm in trouble with the motherfucking law. You see all these people recording, but just understand, if I can take your ass around this motherfucking corner, I would explain to you, you don't talk to grown niggas like that. So now when we go around this corner, I'm asking all the pertinent questions. Do you have a mother? Do you have a father? Where are they? All all these people in the hood. Nobody is coming. Not one person in your hood is gonna step in front and go, Katt, don't knock this baby out. I'm looking at all the faces and everybody looking at me like, knock that nigga out, Katt. That nigga is a menace to the community. So I said, okay, maybe I'm just being too strong, because why would a kid be trying to fuck with me? I said, maybe my posture is wrong, because I've been playing soccer, and maybe this nigga think I'm trying to stun on him in his hood. Let me change my motherfucking posture. So I go up against the wall like this, and when I go up against the wall, that nigga stand over me like this. So I say to myself, let me stand up, and let this nigga see that even though we the same size, you're a little boy, I'm a grown-ass man. I can hit you with this broken fist and get blood. I just want you to have a bloody mouth so that you can have that lesson later, that that's what happens when you say slick shit to grown-ass men, because maybe them niggas can't teach you that, but a nigga that can hit you is also a nigga that can pull out a gun and blow your motherfucking brains out. Why would you put yourself in that position just because you lost a soccer game? But clearly, you probably don't have no father to teach you that, so bam, you can get that lesson right there. But because I'm a real nigga, I'm only gonna give you that one punch and then you can do whatever you wanna do. Now, if you watch that video and really think that I was getting choked out by a strong teenager, then why don't you catch me when I'm out in public dolo and put your little fragile ass arm around my neck and why don't you choke me to sleep, nigga? I'm Semper Fi till I die, Marine Corps, bitch. I passed motherfucking boot camp at 16. I don't give a fuck what you say about nothing.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So what y'all think of that, man?
Katt would have got his ass whooped in my neighborhood. You don't put your hands on nobody in my neighborhood. You'd have got your ass fucked up. Straight up,
boy.
period.
He's a child.
Yeah, he was a child, but that little kid did put himself in an adult situation when he stepped to a man like that.
Katt
You
wouldn't
know
be
what I
doing
mean?
that show,
Maybe he
doing
was going
that
through some
feel
own
me?
insecurities of his own.
Yeah, I think Katt should have had security. You know what I mean? He shouldn't be so exposed to the public like that. You know what I mean? Because shit happened. You go to the ghetto, in any ghetto across the United States, if you go to that motherfucker, best believe they got some shit for you.
He could
You
come
want
to
some
my
drama?
suburb home and I'll give him his business. He
You
ain't
know?
got to go to the ghetto.
So yeah, man. But
Come to the suburbs.
Katt, man, been going through it some more. You know what I mean? It's a it's a story going around the internet right now about I guess it was reported about a source. You know what I mean? Source magazine, and they say something about this cat. You know what I mean? Got raided, you know what I mean, and found naked and covered in chocolate or some shit. I don't know if that's a whack new story or whatever, you know what I mean, but the source reported it.
It's hilarious.
Hey, but the fucked up part about it, Katt, I've been there. So whatever, you know what I mean. Sometime it goes down.
He was covered in chocolate?
Might have been.
Might have been.
You feel me? Might have been. You know what I mean? You know how my parties be. You feel me?
Where was the other person then?
You know
Where
what
was
I
the
mean?
other person? 'Cause
Straight
that's what
up.
They need to be asking some questions.
Man, you know they gonna take him to jail. You know what I mean? I'm telling you. He the chocolate E. You feel me?
He's the victim.
He ain't the chocolate
He had
earth.
chocolate on him.
Yeah, right. And you know, he ain't for real. He the chocolate E. But man, shout out to Katt Williams. I honestly think that Katt Williams is fucking crazy like a cat. You know what I mean? Katt Williams is a comedian. One of the best comedians in the world is Richard Pryor. You feel me? Richard Pryor did not tell jokes. Richard Pryor, when he got in his zone, Richard Pryor mostly talked about his life. You feel me?
stories.
In church, they call it testimony. You got to have testimony. You got to have something that you lived through so you can talk to people about. This dude is I think he doing all this shit to come out with the dopest fucking comedy special that we ever saw in our life. Mark my words. Mark my words. He doing all this shit because he know, you know what I mean? It's a bit. All this shit is a bit. But my caution is to tell you, think of Andy Kaufman, man. That motherfucker wrote a bit to his fucking deathbed. I don't want to see you do that, Katt, because I love you. I think you a dope comedian, you know what I mean? Straight up.
Katt would have got fucked up.
Yeah, man, I feel you, man. You know what I mean? For real, man. I don't want you out there like that. You know what I mean? Straight up, man. But moving on, you know what I mean? Do your thing, Katt, man. We rocking with you, blood.
Katt, you'd have got fucked up.
Okay. The next story I want to talk about, this been going around for a while, you know what I mean? They just had a picture and shit. Sierra just got engaged to Russell Williams. You know what I mean? Clap, clap, clap. You feel me?
Congratulations, girl.
You know what I mean? Which, you know, that's dope. You know what I mean? I'm not a Seahawks fan.
She bigger than that nigga.
You feel me?
Look at her arm.
She athletic.
Yeah, you know.
We love you, Sierra.
Yeah, shout out to
With your
Sierra. Shout out
muscular
to them.
arms.
You know, congratulations are in order. You feel me? I have a couple issues with the situation. You know what I mean? I think it's funny that a lot of fucking thoughts and fucking, you know what I mean, hood rats and shit, they hella fucking happy because they see this and they think that since
that's
Sierra
nice.
shook, hold on, wait a minute, let me finish. She shook Future, the bad boy type, and got with the square, you know what I mean? So every motherfucking thought, you know what I mean, with a motherfucking purple weed is thinking that they can fucking, hold on, right? They is thinking that they can do the fucking same thing. And I just want to say, fall back, little mama. You are not Sierra, and Pee-wee is going to continue cooking crack in your kitchen when your kids is home. You are not fucking her now. So that's my opinion. You know what I mean? What you got to say about that?
Shout out to the Ratchet House.
Yeah.
Touching on that same subject. No, the fuck you are not Sierra. No, you cannot do it. You cannot get in a leotard and sing and dance your way back into a square dude's heart. Stop it.
You say she gigged her way into his heart?
You know
She
that's
gigged
one of
her
the
way.
first things that he
What you
knows
think
how to
about
hurt.
them not fucking?
Them not fucking?
Yeah.
I think that is a great show of discipline for
Man.
both of them.
Okay, check this
Why
out.
not?
So we going on a trip. Right? We in the suite. The motherfucking ocean is crashing outside. Shh.
I can
These
feel
are
it.
motherfucking two young people that in the prime of their life, man, with game bodies. They laying in the bed.
Maybe they
What
both
is this motherfucker praying to her? Cause he praying? Man, come on. I'm not gonna
Maybe
be
they
okay
don't
if we
use
doing the
views.
night, we ain't fucking thing. Well, I can't kick it with you. We not spending the night together. You feel me? We definitely not sleeping in the same motherfucking bed. You feel me? That ain't happening.
But
You know
that's
what I
their
mean?
choice, you know? That's the same
Yeah.
thing. What Megan Good did with her new husband. They waited.
Okay.
And they
Now,
put a book out about it.
you done went through. He's a square. Future, everybody know Future, but let's take it back a little bit. You feel me? Let's do the car facts, the puss facts. You feel me?
Whoa.
It was a couple of
Rewind.
50 Cent. Fucking who else? Fucking Bow Wow.
That
Hey,
one
don't we
was
all?
everywhere.
Hey, like I know me in my life. I probably got like a female Bow Wow in my life, like a mistake. Don't just the Bow Wow like that. It was just like, just look what she fucked with. Future. I mean, she fucked with 50 Cent. She fucked with Future. Them is kind of like street dudes. You know what I mean? Kind of like, man. And then Bow Wow threw in the mix. You know what I mean? That's crazy. I got some Bow Wows. You know what I mean? Shout out to the yeah.
Shout out to the Bow.
Wow.
Yeah, but I think, man, I call part about it. We making jokes and shit like that, but I hope they have a good life. You know what I mean, and do some dope stuff because they are
Yeah,
powerful.
they seem happy together, and that's
Yeah.
why I was saying, you know.
Yeah, they do seem happy together.
If
Yeah.
that's what their choices was.
Man,
to
man,
wait and
you
do
know,
all that, you know, hey,
We talking
make 'em
shit.
happy.
You feel me? We talking shit. I hope they be happy and they do something powerful because they
Go
are
ahead,
two
girl.
powerful people that can do something good for the world. So let's keep that popping. But thoughts,
Positive wishes.
don't have hope. You feel me? Because it's not going to happen for you. Yeah.
Not unless you can do all
Wake
this
up.
here.
Hello. Step your motherfucking thing. All right. Let's keep it going. Now, there's a new book that's out, right? And in this new book's claim that Kris and Kim Kardashian mastermind the sex tape. Now, is that is that something you're surprised about, or is that something that you probably already thought about?
I'm not surprised. I could see that. I could see them plotting and twisting and turning like, hey, Mom, how can I get
Hold on, do the voice again. Hey, Mom. That's what you sound.
Hey, Mom, how are we going to get our whole family famous? I got this really big butt.
Man.
And I am dating Ray J, where he's already kind of famous.
Kind of famous.
So I could get kind of famous. I'm really cute. He's chocolate. You know,
Man.
I could see it.
Yeah, that's.
I mean, with the amount of shit that's already been going down with the Kardashians, all the shenanigans,
right?
It's not a surprise.
No doubt, no doubt. What
and
you think,
it's not a surprise
Tolo?
it's coming to light.
Shit, she got that shit tight right there.
Now, in my opinion, is that
Fuck the Kardashians.
man,
I don't
the
like
biggest
that.
Chris is the biggest pimp in the motherfucking world, man. Trust me. My name is MACMALL. Chris is the biggest fucking pimp. Chris pimped her daughters. All of them. Get out there and get the money. Not only did she do that, this bitch turned her husband into a bitch, pimped him. Man,
Hello?
what the fuck? You feel me? I don't know if I'm attracted or scared of the bitch. But mostly I'm scared of the bitch.
She's intimidating.
Because that bitch ain't intimidating. That bitch is pure evil in human form. You feel me? Like, man, the fucking Damien Omen. Man, that man, dude, come on, man. That bitch living the wild where animals, the mother might eat the young. You feel me? Like, these motherfuckers is wild, man. That shit is crazy. I know they did that shit, blood. I know they did that shit. You know what I mean? And cut. The real victim is Ray J. That's the
why
real
he was
victim.
acting like that.
That's the real victim. How you gonna cut him out with your mama? You know what I mean? And the porn was weak though. For real, the porn was weak as fuck. Like, man, top two weak porns. Number one might be Paris Hilton. Straight up, that shit was whack as fuck. Man, I'm telling you. I've been doing some crazy ass shit to that bitch. You feel me? Some shit like we wouldn't even be able to look at each other like after that. You know what I mean? But for real, straight the fuck up. Like no talk, just like, Tate, you want to do that shit again? Meet me at coordinates.
All right, over and out.
Yeah, man, they a crazy family, man, and like man, they all transformed and shit. Everybody get the kit, the fucking, the cosmetic surgery kit. You feel me? And you get out there. Your mama send you. That's, man, I know pimping when I see pimping, and that's motherfucking pimping. Straight up.
Have you seen the most recent picture that was posted by Kim Kardashian with her little sister?
Nah, I don't really check for them, you know what I mean? Because that shit is like, it hurt my brain to watch that shit. I think I bleed inside. Like, shit is crazy, man. I can't watch that shit. Because they all do got them voices like that. Hey, Mom. Fucking, man. And then just, like, I can't front, man. You know what I mean? I was born in the 70s, yo. I remember Bruce Jenner, man. You know what I mean? I remember Bruce Jenner, man. You feel me? No disrespect to nobody, you know what I mean, in any walk of life. But I remember Bruce Jenner. Bruce Jenner was like one of the, man, Bruce Jenner was a winner. You feel me? I'm sorry, you know what I mean? So it's just like for me to like see dude, it's kind of fuck with me because it was like, man, that's like my youth. You know what I mean? Like, because anybody who was alive around that time, they know that Bruce Jenner was on everything, and he was in everything. He was on every show. This man was on, what was it? Celebrity Sports, Celebrity Circus. They used to have a little show on ABC, Celebrity Olympics. They used to have back in the day, and he used to be just somebody we looked up to. You know what I mean? For real. So it's crazy, man. Kanye, man, what's up, man? SOS, help. Anybody help? That shit crazy, man. Kardashians is ill, man, for real. All right, yeah. We got some more celebrity news, you know what I mean? The Los Angeles Lakers, D'Angelo Russell, you know what I mean, has leaked a video of his teammate, Nick Young, Swaggy P, basically where he leaked this tape, you know what I mean?
cold ass nigga.
And he videotaped this dude basically talking about his exploits with different women, this one and that one, Amber Rose, this one and that one. And he recorded it and had it on his phone. And then his phone, they say, got hacked or stolen or whatever you want to say. But the footage got out. You know what I mean? And Swaggy P is engaged to Iggy. Yeah, he's engaged to Iggy, you know what I mean? Iggy Azalea, you feel me? The Australian hip hop artist, you feel me? And you know, they've been in a relationship for a while, you know what I mean? And basically, you know, his spot basically got blew up. She saw the video, and she even had a tweet where she was like, you know, yeah, shout out to D'Angelo Russell. I liked the film or whatever. Y'all, let's check this out, man, because you got to see this, yo.
Bitch.
Right now?
Yeah.
Phone call will go down this Sunday on
How old was you?
Kardashians at 9 right here on
This what you like?
Everyone would make fun of me.
You was 30, she was 19?
Those legs for days have now
Hell
walked dozens of
no.
runways. And in just a few years,
Stop
Kendall
lying.
Jenner has caught the attention
She lied.
of big name designers.
It's like after the club shit, you know?
What about Amber Rose? You ain't never tried?
Kendall isn't the only model ruling the runway. Bestie
Yeah, okay, that's it. That's basically it, right?
Niggas I know would have been like, nigga, you a snitch.
So that tape got out, you feel me? And you know what I mean? Your chick gonna be mad. And not only that, now if you watch the Lakers, they are basically, you know what I mean, giving dude the cold shoulder. Nobody will sit with him. Nobody will pass him a ball. Nobody will do nothing. Like he's very like, you know, they basically kicked him out. They voted his ass off the island. You feel me? It's ill, man. You know what I mean? It's very, very ill. What y'all think about that? What y'all just saw?
My niggas be like, you a snitch. First of all, why you recording?
Yeah, that recording thing, like, is that something like is that some new shit that they do? Cause I like, man. First of all,
if you my homie,
what
why
you
the fuck are
doing?
Recording me on
Police ass motherfucking sequel squirrel, microphone motherfucking ass. Use a motherfucking man. I suspect dude, man. He seemed like he was raised by women.
He seemed like a setup artist to me. That's what
Yeah.
he seemed like to me. He seemed like a little setup artist.
And
Like,
then
he
when
do
you
this
look
on a
at him,
regular
like,
basis.
when you look at him, dude look like a light skinned version of him, right?
Exactly. Light
Yeah.
Straight bitch.
He might. I think he is.
Eyebrows a little bit different.
He trying to, man. He might be trying to brown nose. Now, personally, I think that's some straight bitch shit. You know what I mean? It's not even no bitch shit. That's some punk bitch shit. You feel me? Like, dude, I like. Do you have a father? Were you raised by like women and shit? You know what I mean? And is your name like Poo Poo? You feel me? Because that's some like real whole fucking. That's not no man shit. And like I feel like if you had any man around you, like you would know that shit, but you didn't. You put that shit in your phone. That ain't no fucking joke.
But
you
the
feel
way
me?
he was asking the questions, it was like it
Yeah.
was intentional. So
Yeah, man.
Like, what are you really doing?
I mean, but now cold part about it, people,
Bad intentions.
young people ask me shit. You know what I mean?
a
Dude is on the
unloyal ass
team. Dude is on the team.
You supposed to be my
yeah.
teammate. You an unloyal ass nigga.
He probably thinking like, dude, okay, you on my team. He a
He
youngster.
probably
He
thinking,
want to
oh,
know.
just
He ain't
I'm-
been here.
he
You
probably
feel me?
thinking I'm finna catch her up or I'm finna catch
Hater.
her or some shit. Exactly.
Yeah, man.
I know bitches
yeah.
like that. So you feel me?
Bitches
But that's
like
some
that.
bitch shit.
Bitches like that. You feel me?
Exactly. I know
And that,
bitches like
you know, I don't know, man. That's just some ill shit,
messy.
man. You don't do that shit, especially to your fucking partner. And then if that shit happen, motherfucker, you better, motherfucker, you finna come to my bride and you gonna tell her that you fucking doctored that shit. Like a motherfucker. You gonna swear to God that you doctored that shit. Like, yeah, he didn't really say that. I doctored it. I got a voice motherfucker who I paid for to do it. Man, I swear to God, like a motherfucker. And I'm fucking you up. You know what I mean? Not only am I gonna fuck you up, I'm fucking you up every time I think about it. Every time my bitch argue at me and shit like that, I'm fucking you up, bro.
It's your fault.
You feel me? For real. You gonna be on slap time. You know what I mean? Because man, I like, dude, that make me think, man, for real,
Put
man.
him on time out.
Man, I'm telling you, was dude raised by women? Because that's such a woman thing, man. Like, dude, and not even like a good woman. That's like a punk bitch. That shit whack, man. Use a fucking thought, nigga. Fucking
clown.
Yeah, use a clown, motherfucker, for real. Fuck that shit. D'Angelo, you are not macking. You feel me? Straight up, man. So let's move on, man. Okay, in more celebrity news, we got Bay Area artist Kehlani Grammy nominated artist Kehlani from the Bay Area. This girl tried to commit suicide. You know what I mean? And it's a big thing out there because they have cheating allegations with her and Party Next Door. And she was rocking with old boy who played on Cleveland. What's his name?
I forgot his name.
Yeah, well, homeboy who played on Cleveland, Kyrie Irving. Or Kyrie something, right?
Kyrie something.
So she was rocking with him, and Lil Mama, I guess she got caught out there, caught in the next dude's bed. And, you know, then next thing you know, she tried to commit suicide. You feel me?
And posted that
what y'all think about that?
Honestly, I think that is a
She
cry
need
for
help.
attention.
She needs help.
Exactly. She needs help. That's a cry for attention. She's obviously hurt, and she's obviously going through some things.
Right.
So,
she need weed in her life.
right.
Yeah, for real. Me, personally, a person who has had people in my family, people in my family who committed suicide. I got friends who committed suicide. You feel me? So I don't, you know, and as a person who came from, I deal with depression sometimes. You feel me? Like as we all do. You know what I mean?
But when you have things going for yourself, you kind of
I cannot really give Lil Mama sympathy like that because this is a person who is blessed and highly favored. You know what I mean? As they say in church, blessed with talent, beauty. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? All type of worth ethic, potential, and everything. I think it was a very immature act. You feel me? I think it was a very selfish act. You know what I mean? And really, when I see her on Instagram, I think she was doing it for the gram. I don't really even think that she was trying to kill herself like that. You feel me? Because first of all, you don't try to kill yourself. You either kill yourself or you are searching for attention. Then, if you are in the mood to kill yourself, I don't see how you can be posting shit at the same fucking time, taking pictures with Nick Cannon, smiling and shit. You feel me? And then going home. If I'm not mistaken, when you try to kill yourself and they take you to the hospital, you be like on 40 you know what I mean, whatever 48-hour hold. You know what I mean? They wait till your ass come down off whatever high you on. Then you got to talk to a nurse. And they talk about if they gonna discharge you or not. Lil Mama got straight out the hospital. She back on doing post and shit. And that shit kind of like funny. And it kind of make me feel like, man, if that's the record company that's pushing that, because you know they pushing her as a good girl image, whatever. Her with cheating allegations fucked that up. You feel me? So Lil Mama pushed the eject button. You feel me? She pushed the eject button. I'm getting out of this situation. Boom. So now it goes from the attention of her being a cheater to now everybody, sympathy. Prayers out to, and to me that shit is whack as fuck. Lil Mama, I'm talking to you like you my motherfucking sister. You feel me? You are my sister. You from the Bay, man. We ain't built like that, man. You know what I mean? You are a young female. You keep on living. You gonna keep on making fucking mistakes. You know what I mean? Like, man, everybody at this motherfucking table done been caught out there. You was cold busted. You feel me? Man, you keep on living, you gonna do that shit. And if that shit that you just went through make you want to fucking kill your fucking self, you ain't ready for the music business. You ain't even ready for fucking life. Because you're gonna go through shit and shit is gonna happen to you that's way worse than you getting caught in a motherfucker bed. Yeah. So boss the fuck up. You know what I mean? And shake all that sucker shit. You know what I mean? Suicide is a fucking very serious thing. You know what I mean? Right now, I want to put on the screen, man, the suicide hotline. You feel me? Because anybody who, you know what I mean, who had them thoughts in their head and shit like that, man, call this line and talk to somebody. You
There's
feel me?
always weed.
Man, straight up, man. You know what I mean? But talk to somebody. You know what I mean? Because that shit's serious and it's nothing to play with. You feel me? And it's nothing to be posting on Instagram about. You know what I mean? Straight up, man. So, yeah, man, that's celebrity news. Y'all know what I mean?
Oh, boy.
With this show, man, this is our first show. You know what I mean? I want to thank everybody for watching, definitely. You know what I mean? And with every show, what we going to do here, we're gonna do an interview, you know what I mean, with some very interesting people, some people from different walks of life, you know what I mean? Just some people who I think are very dope, and I want to share with you guys. You feel me? The first one we have is my man, Chewy Gomez. You know what I mean? Chewy Gomez, who worked on Cameo, you know what I mean? Now he works at Hot 105.7. You know, Chewy, you know, had one of the most successful radio programs, you know what I mean, in the country. You know what I mean? He became part of, I know, everybody's life, you know what I mean, with him just being on the radio and being part of the community. He was very, you know, more than just an on-air personality. He was somebody that you can actually, you know, see, touch, talk to, have a drink with, you know what I mean, go to a Raiders game with, you know what I mean? So I wanted to share him with y'all. So this is an interview I have with Chewy Gomez. Peep game, man. MACMALL My Opinion Podcast. Hey, thank you. This is my first episode, you know what I mean? And I wanted to, you know, start it off real dope with somebody as big as you, as, you know, got all the Bay Area game, and I thank you for, you know, doing this with me.
Nah, it's just dope. I mean, having you interviewing me after I've interviewed you a billion times, so it's kind of dope. It's kind of dope to sit on this side of the seat.
No doubt. So let's get into it, man. When and why did you fall in love with music?
Oh, I think I fell in love with music through my mom, because my mom used to have me call the radio station and request songs for her. But I used to call the Spanish radio station, so you know, I'd be calling the radio station, be like, hey, can you play Los Bookies, Los Temerarios, blah, blah, blah. And then I was invited to the radio station by the DJ I was requesting, because my mom had me calling so much, the guy all of a sudden was familiar with my voice, calling all the time, hey, Chuyito, what's happening? But it was in Spanish, so you know, he invited me to come down, so I went to the station, and I saw the little lights and everything, and he was using his carts, and at that time, they were still queuing up actual records on the radio.
Oh, wow. So he had dropping the
needle on the vinyl. And so, I mean, that just blew me away, and that's kind of like where I got the bug.
That's where you got the bug. When did you start DJing?
Started DJing probably right around junior high. I mean, I went to a house party, and then that was the next evolution. You go to a house party, there's a DJ spinning records, and they got, you know, the blue light, which is the black light. It's the purple light that turns everything all glowy. They had a disco ball in the corner, and you're like, oh, snap, what's he doing? And watch him little scratching and mixing and stuff, and I was like, yo. So then me and a couple of buddies got a little crew together, and we started a DJ crew.
Back then, it used to be like the DJ used to have a lot of people, because you had the DJ, but you had his boys there that had to bring the crates in and help with the equipment and stuff like that.
All of that, man. And I mean, we started small, so we started with the house speakers, with the house turntables.
The big old house speakers.
Yeah, the big Fishers and stuff. So I mean, it was dope. I mean, then you work your way to the professional stuff. But you know, it was a crew. I mean, you're right. Like at that time, you're in junior high, so you can't afford to buy all the equipment. So you own the speakers, I own the mixer, the other guy owned the turntable. That guy had a couple of lights, and we all got together. We were a crew. So,
what was your first DJing gig?
Just doing a bunch of little house parties.
Yeah, just a small one.
My first one that I actually got paid for was this gentleman that owned a restaurant in South City. He actually made my first business cards for me, because he said, you need to have business cards so people can hire you. I'm like, all right. So I was DJing at this little restaurant, and I played music for him, and he made me my South City DJ. That's what he called me. You're a South City DJ. So he made me these business cards, and that was like my first actual gig where I actually got paid to play.
How old were you?
I think I might have been in 10th grade.
Wow, that's a trip, man. That's kind of like when I started,
It's crazy.
So how did you get involved with, like, radio?
Now that was that's a trippy story, because I was DJing a party. My man Tony Silva, his sister was having a quinceañera, and Marcos Gutierrez was one of the invited guests. So I'm up there, I'm on the mic, and I'm doing what he kind of did on the radio, the bilingual thing. Damas y caballeros, llegó la hora de bailar. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to get down and dance. Let's do this. And he's like, yo, that's like a little mini-me or something, right? And so he invited me to come down to KSO, because he was the hot dude at KSO back in the day.
Please believe it. Please believe it.
At that time, you know, being a kid at a party and DJing, and he's one of the guests, you're kind of like... And so he invited me to come down to the radio station, and he kind of like opened the door for Chewy Gomez.
I heard that. And so when you got in there, how many different positions did you have before you got to your successful morning show? Like, how many different things did you do?
Man, it started off by answering phones.
Okay.
Getting his coffee, soda, whatever he needed. Then I evolved to driving the vans. From driving the vans, they put me in charge of the vans, so I was responsible for tire changes, actually getting the logo put on the van.
Okay.
Then they put me not only in charge of the vans, but now running the street team. And at that time, there was really no street teams. It was me and Davey D at KMEL.
Wow.
We were like the only street teamers.
Shout out to Davey D. Shout out to Davey D.
No doubt. So, you know.
So y'all started the street team.
Basically, yeah, because at the time, I was the guy just in the van that drove the DJs to their appearances. Okay. We were the guys that they sent out to set up a tent, whatever event was popping. And then later on, getting a crew together to go out with you to help you out, and that started the street team.
Okay. And then you went from the street team to
hosting a little shift. Then you go from hosting
like a
little
late
shift,
night,
overnight.
morning.
It was like 2 to 6 in the morning.
Okay.
I used to intern for Marcos from a 6 to 10 show, hang out, and then they let me do an overnight shift. So I was doing 2 to 6 in the morning. Mm-hmm. Then they gave me a permanent shift where I was the 2 to 6 guy, and then
2 to 6
from 2 to 6 in the morning. And then it's crazy because at that time was when KSOL was transforming. It was going into Wild 107.
Right.
So KSOL had gone away, became Wild 107, and then I was still doing stuff there. I was doing the overnight shift. I was doing the Saturday night street party. I was doing the Friday night show, and then MACMALL started working there. MACMALL was the morning guy at Wild 107.
That's the dude who held up the bridge, the Golden Gate Bridge, right?
I held up the traffic on the bridge.
Word.
See, he got all the glory because he was that was his show. But he suggested to me, goes, yo, since President Clinton stopped traffic, airport traffic in L.A., you're our goodwill ambassador on the streets. I want you to go out there and stop traffic on the Bay Bridge. I'm like, all right, cool. I didn't think about it.
All right, cool.
But I didn't think about it, though. Think about it. I mean, because I didn't cross the bridge a lot.
Yeah.
I lived in the South City. All I do is cruise the peninsula, so I didn't realize how much traffic there'd be and what effect I'd have.
On the state of California.
Right?
Yeah.
So it's crazy. So he says, let's do that. So we go out and do that. And at that time, we had a crew. So we took my van, the station van, another vehicle. We picked up the barber. And we go and we meet and we hang out at Treasure Island. And then on his cue, yo, it's time to do it. Let's go. Let's get on the bridge. We go to the bridge. We stop traffic. We blocked up 4 of the 5 lanes. So we didn't actually stop all the traffic.
Okay.
So we stopped 4 of the 5 lanes. And a big diesel truck tries to go around us, gets stuck. So now we're blocked all the lanes. And we're up there for probably no more than maybe 10 minutes. But 10-minute backup at 7:45, 8 in the morning. That just backs it all up.
Please believe it.
And so then, we made CNN. We made,
I remember that.
what was the big newspaper? USA Today.
Wow.
We was on everything, all the news channels.
And that was you.
That was me and my crew on the bridge. But it was MACMALL's show, so it was that.
How did you get from what was it, Wild at that time, over to KMEL?
Well, I was there. Now, this is crazy. So I was at Wild. That incident happened that put Wild on the map. Wild 107, all of a sudden, everybody knew who Wild 107 was.
Right.
Then a little bit after that, my girl and I were going to have a baby. Mm-hmm. So I said to them,
It's your son, right?
Yeah, my son Darius.
Okay.
This was in 91, 92. Because he was born in 90. Yeah, he was born in 92. So this had to have been about 91. I went into the office and I was like, yo, I'm about to have a kid. I need a full-time job or, give me some benefits. Because I was really, even though I did a lot of work, I was still just a part-time employee.
Right.
I had no benefits. So I said, you guys got to give me benefits or give me a full-time job so I can get my own benefits. Mm-hmm. Can't do it for you. Are you serious? Can't do it for you.
Wow. After you done did one of the biggest things that they're even to this day even known of, they still was like, we can't do it for you.
So can't do it for you, and I'm like, oh, wow. And at that time, it's crazy because this man named Dave Shakes asked me, yo, would you ever think about coming to work for KMEL? I'm like, I kind of like it here at Wild 107. I don't know. Well, come have a lunch with me. Let's talk about it. Blah, blah, blah. I went and met with dude. Had a nice
Was
lunch.
that the program director at that time?
He became the program director after Hosh Gurley and
right.
Keith
Because I remember
Napoli.
dude.
Yeah, Dave Shakes was there. And so he came and said to me, had lunch with him. He says, I'm thinking about starting something new. Thinking about putting a team together, you and a girl that's already there, Rosary. I don't know if you know. I was like, oh, it's crazy. When I was doing overnights, me and her used to kind of talk back and forth every now and again, And he said, yeah, well, I'm thinking about maybe teaming y'all up together. I'm like, word? I'm like, okay. I said, well, what are you thinking about paying? I said, because right now I'm about to have a baby, and I either want, to make some money full-time or get some benefits. Well, this is a full-time job that we're going to give you, and we're going to have benefits.
Wow.
I'm like, word? Yeah. And he goes, in fact, here, this is what we're thinking about paying you. And I'm looked at it, and I'm like, whoa, I had never gotten nowhere near that. And so he's showing me a little paper, and he goes, do you want to do it? I'm like, shh. Yeah. I said, but I like where I'm at, so let me see if they'll at least match it. I go back, and Michael Martin was...
That was big of you to give them the opportunity to do that.
Yeah,
real.
I mean, that's where I came up at. I came up on the 107.7 dial.
Straight up.
So I was like kind of loyal to 107.7. And so I went back, and Michael Martin was, at that time, the music director at Wild. And there was a guy named Rick Thomas, who's the program director over there. Mm-hmm. And so I went back to him, like, yo, so I had a meeting with these guys. They offered me a job, and this is what they're offering. Can you match it? No, I can't do that. Really? And I'm like basically in tears and.
Right,
You
you
know,
heard.
yo,
Yeah.
I'm like, word, you guys can't match this? No, can't do it for you. I'm like, all right, well, I'm going to go. All right.
I bet that was a great time for personal growth because you had to go out on your own and you had to go get it.
It really was.
You know what I mean? So, so you started off with Rosary. I wanted to ask you, how did you hook up with Mind Motion?
Mind Motion came later.
Way later, huh?
Yeah, because I'm going to tell you the story. At Cameo, we did nights. Me and Rosary did nights for a couple of years. Then they tried something where they wanted to have Renell and John London together, but John London was in L.A., Renell was here, so they teamed me and Rosary up with them in the morning. So Rosary went to go do news with them, and I went out on the streets, back to the streets. So I was a street team. So that kind of didn't work out. So what they ended up doing was leaving Rosary there for a little bit. They eventually gave her midday, so she was doing noon. But they put me back on the nights by myself.
Okay.
So I went back to the night show.
What time this time?
This is doing back to 6 to 10.
Okay.
Where we and Rosary started. Went back to do 6 to 10. And that started there. And at that time, I think I had Dave Meyer and Rick Lee on my show. And Mind Motion and them started doing a Pirate Tuesday show on my show. Every Tuesday was Pirate Tuesdays. And
Pirate DJs?
Yeah, the Pirate DJs.
Okay.
So that includes Mind Motion as a
Right,
crew.
right.
So that's how they were sort of like part of my show. But Mind Motion was actually Rosary's midday DJ.
Okay.
And he had been there for a long time.
So y'all around each other, but just not together.
I mean, we had already been around each other for doing stuff in the Mission. You know,
Okay.
he did parties, I did
No
parties.
doubt,
We kind of
no
knew
doubt.
each other. But then now we started sort of working together at Cameo, but not really working together. And then at that point later on, when Cameo and Wild kind of like got bought up by the same company, all of a sudden Michael Martin was my program director. This is several different program directors later, because it started off with, you know, Rick Thomas, then there was Michelle S., then there was Joey Arbogé, and Michael Martin at that point was our program director as well as Wild's program director. And he said, you know, I skipped when I did afternoons. I did afternoons after Rick Chase had left too.
Yeah, I remember that.
So
I remember that.
for a while. And then anyway, so I was doing afternoons, and then he said finally one day, he goes, yo, what do you think about doing mornings? I'm like, I don't know if I want to do mornings.
Thank him for having you do that, man.
Yeah.
The mornings was like, just, man. But finish the story. I'm sorry, I just had to do that.
It's love, man. So he asked me, do you want to do mornings? I said, nah, because I don't have all the bells and whistles. I don't have, the sports guy. I don't have the whole team. He goes, no, I want you to do your afternoon show in the mornings, and we're thinking about putting Mind Motion on with you. And so you and Mind Motion would be, you know, doing the Chewy show, but, you know, with just dedications and shout-outs and a 1 hour mix instead of, 30-minute mix and blah, blah, blah. And so I'm like, all right, I could do that if you just, you don't want me to do the whole other thing, because I don't do the whole prank calls and all that other junk.
Right.
He goes, nah.
You had a way more organic style.
Yeah,
you know
he says, just do you. People love you. You're already doing your thing. You already, broke ground. The night show was dope. The afternoon show was dope. Let's put you in the mornings. So we went to mornings, me and Mind Motion. We did about 10 years there.
It was history. I want to ask you about that, right? Not only did you become part of people's mornings, but it's like you became part of people's, like, family. You know what I mean? For real. And I want to ask you, did you do that on purpose? You know what I mean? Because a lot of DJs, they don't really make that connection. You know what I mean? And maybe it was because you did the street stuff in your earlier career that you kind of had that more, ground level type of thing. But you went, above and beyond just being a regular voice that you hear on the radio. You became, part of a person's family.
Well, I got gamed up by, Marcos Gutierrez, of course. I got gamed up by Barry Pope. He and I were out. We worked closely together. He used to work at KDIA for a while. Worked at KSOL. And so I got gamed out by some real OGs, and they told me, yo, if you ever get fired or they ever take you from a prime time position, they put you somewhere else, remember, you're part of the people's lives, so it doesn't matter. As long as you're still making some money, you're feeding your family, do what you do. So I took it upon myself to just always have a personal relationship with the people.
Straight up,
because at the end of the day, the people make you, and if you don't have the people behind you, who are you?
Straight up. Can I ask you a question? What records did you break, like in that time?
It's crazy. I didn't really break anything. I mean, everything was already hot. Like when you were hot, when Rapid Forte was hot, when Total Devastation was hot.
Okay, but I feel you broke those records because people start hearing them through you. So you say Total Devastation, you say Forte, of course me, man.
Right.
Of course me. You know what I mean? Shout out to Dave, too, because he did kind of give the thumbs up on that thing. But it was a lot of records that you was involved in. Can you just name some?
I mean, all those that I just mentioned.
Yeah.
At that
Total
time,
Clouds of Smoke.
Many Clouds of Smoke.
What was it? Players Club?
Players Club, Rapper
Wide
Forte,
Open. You know what I mean?
JT the Bigger Figure.
Game Recognized Game. Yes,
which
sir.
was the hook on
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Bay Area Classics.
All these Bay Area Classics were already hot in the street. They just got regular rotation on my show.
Yes.
Which, we exposed to masses.
Oh, yes. Yes,
so,
sir.
At that point, you did break them to the masses, but they were already hot.
Oh, no doubt, no doubt. But a lot of people first time hearing the radio was through your show, and that's what I mean.
Yeah.
I got another question. Okay, how did the radio industry change when Clear Channel got involved?
It's always gotten crazy as the years progressed because it went from a small station. Like when I first got hired at KMEL, the owner Paulette was still in the corner office. You could still run into the general manager, the owner, and the people in the hallways. Then when they started selling off the company to bigger conglomerates, you no longer saw the people that were actually calling the shots.
Right.
So that got a little crazier. And then later, you really don't deal with nobody because everybody's in San Antonio or Corpus Christi or somewhere else.
Yeah, I know how the chain goes. If you got a problem, you got to go through 3 people to get it correct.
Emails, and there's a lot of red tape. And, they started taking away a lot of the creativity with giving you the option of being able to say, yo, MACMALL's going to come on my show.
Yeah, I'm hip. I felt it.
So, it happened heavy. Paris had a situation up there. A bunch of folks
Shout
had
out
situations.
to OG Paris, man, for
What's
real.
up, baby?
No doubt, man. Yeah, it got real weird. Where did the fallout with you and KMEL? Where did that start, or how did it start?
It was no fallout. There was no fallout. I mean, it's like I told you, it's economics. Those companies are big numbers. Big numbers. Those companies are just huge. So all of a sudden, the person that knew me, that hired me, that knew my evolution in the Bay Area, my roots, they're no longer here.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm a number that produces other numbers. I still was producing numbers, but I was getting paid too much.
Yeah, because it's like sports or something. You know what I mean? You got the big contract. Instead of giving you the big contract, they can get 4 whack people. You know what I mean? To try to fill in, but what they don't understand is somebody like you is not a bottom line. You feel me? You are a fixture, a part of the foundation of this thing. I mean, this is my show, my opinion, and that's my opinion. You know what I mean? But yeah.
But that's exactly what happens. See, so I'm making too much money. They figure we can hire 3 or 4 people for what we pay this guy. And, if we just keep doing everything he's doing without saying he's really gone, because that's how it happened, just overnight like that. I went on vacation, came back, we're Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. And Thursday I get off. They say, yo, we got a meeting. I'm like, cool. And they go, oh, we respect you a lot. Thank you for...
That's how they hit you.
Hear me that? Yo, we respect you a lot. We appreciate what you've done for us, but we've decided to go in a different direction. I'm like, really? Okay. So can I do Funky Friday tomorrow? No, there will be no more Funky Friday. Today was your last day. Here's your severance. Here's your medical. Here's your vacation. Here's how to get unemployment. And grab what you can, and we'll make an appointment for you to come get the rest of your stuff.
Wow. And let me ask you a question. That's not even somebody from here. That's probably somebody in an office, some other place.
That was local. That they fired me here locally. It was locally. I got fired locally. But I don't know if the call came locally or it came from further away. But I know that I was a number that didn't match the other numbers. And because that number was too big on top, it didn't match their bottom line.
Straight up. I'm going to let you know, man. You motherfuckers made a big-ass mistake. Because shit, you know what I mean? But... You know what I mean? It wasn't all the way over for you because you got this beautiful situation here, man, at 105.7.
Right.
You know what I mean? How did that come about? How did that happen? Because I remember I was scared and I used to be calling you like, man, don't go to L.A.
Yeah.
Just don't go to L.A. Because I felt that. I felt that he was going to go to L.A. and they was going to have Chewy. They already got K-Day. Now they was going to have Chewy. And I couldn't go for that. Right. So can you tell me a little something about how this whole big thing came?
Well, I'm sitting around, eating up my savings. And, I was unemployed for almost a year. And then Univision came to me and said, yo, we got the signal 105.7. Right now we're playing... reggaeton and some other stuff.
Which I love. Shout out Puerto Rico.
We're thinking about putting you on that. I'm like, oh, word?
Okay.
I say, yeah, I can get down with that. Yeah, I mean, I speak Spanish, English and Spanish. I can mix it up a little bit. Yeah, we wanted you to come on board and be a part of this station. and it was called La Calle. And I'm like, all right, cool, I can come down there. So I get down here, and I'm sitting around marinating. We're talking. Then they flip it on me, talking about, we're going to switch the format. I mean, right now we're playing a lot of reggaeton and a little bit of pop, but we're going to flip it and go more mainstream. And we're going to play a little bit of the reggaeton and stuff still, but we're just going to flip it and go play Ty Dolla $ign and Beyonce and everything else. And what do you think of that? I'm like, I'm cool with that. I mean, either way, I'm just happy you guys decided to come to me.
It was a dope for them to get you know what I mean?
Yeah.
My other question is, how does it feel to have the loyalty of your listeners? You know what I mean? Because like when you came over here, man, we all came with you. You feel me? How does that feel?
It feels so dope. I mean, because like I said, at the end of the day, we kind of like see each other as family.
Yes, sir.
Like, it's not like, oh, that's MACMALL, the rapper in the corner. Oh, I wish I could say hi to him. And I'm like, what's up, man? How you been?
You knew me since a kid. You know
right?
what I mean?
So, I mean, and then that's like that with a lot of folks, and not just folks that are rappers and business owners. I mean, there's people on the streets.
Everyday people.
That grew up on CMC.
Yes, sir.
They listened to me on KMEL. They rocked with me. They came to the parties and just saw me out and around. And
the Raiders games.
At the Raiders games, at the Warriors, wherever I was at.
Yeah.
And it's always been love. And I tell people, it's like funny. I'm like everybody's uncle.
Yes, you are. Yes,
it's
you
like,
are.
Oh, that's Uncle Chewy.
Yes, you are.
And it's like crazy because I have generations of folks that kind of grew up with me, and
that did grow up with you, Chewy.
And the thing that was dope was that I took pride in the fact that you could be in the car with your mom and your daughter.
Yes, sir.
And not have to worry about something crazy coming out of my mouth.
Yeah,
that you'd be like, oh man, why are they talking about that?
And before you came there, it was kind of like that. You know what I mean? It was kind of like that.
It was like that. Now you can't really listen to the radio sometimes because you're like, damn, really? You gonna talk about that at 7 in the morning?
Yeah, because they trying to do the shock jock little situation, but yours was always organic. Speaking of organic, you know what I mean? To you, family is a big thing. You know what I mean? How is it to have a hip hop family? Because to me, you do have a hip hop family. We saw your son on CMC growing up. You know what I mean? We see your daughters. You know what I mean, on Instagram, and I know there's a lot of music involved in it. So how is it kind of like that, man? You like our Run DMC? You know what I mean, family, man.
It's love, man. I mean, and my daughters are funny as hell.
Yeah,
I put them on the radio like I did my son, and they're like, "Yo, Daddy, can we get on the radio and say you listening to my daddy on High 5.7?"
Yeah,
and they got this little mean swag, but they're two little innocent little girls, so it's funny to me when I see that.
Yeah, but they got that Chewy in them, man.
But they do, and it's funny. My littlest one, Angelina, she's a character, and she's gonna be fire. Christina likes what she's doing. She's a little more reserved than Angelina, but them kids love what I do, and they're proud of their daddy. The fact that I bring them on CMC with me as well as I did with Darius, and both Angelina and Christina are just rocking with me too.
Man, shout out to the whole fam for letting, you know what I mean, Pops and husband do his thing, man, because we appreciate it. I got just a couple more questions.
All right.
What advice would you give somebody that's interested in getting involved with broadcasting?
Have thick skin. That's
thick skin,
because if somebody's always going to tell you either you don't sound like you need to sound, you don't look this what you need to look like, because now because there's Instagram and Twitter and Facebook, now you're a face as well as a voice. Where before it's like, oh, you could be the DJ, and if you want to show your face, you can't. Like Rosie never wanted to be in pictures.
Right.
She was a good-looking girl, but she never wanted to be in pictures. So that's kind of like, that was good. But now they kind of almost demand that you, share some of them pictures. I'm like, dude, that's not organic. When you have to tell people to do something, that's not organic.
And it looks fake.
It looks fake. So, I've always shared me with the people because I felt like I was part of the people.
The community, the whole thing, man.
And it's like, you say, I'm going to have a get together. If time permits, then Chewy's right there.
Straight up.
And if that's going to happen, it's going to happen. And sometimes now, it's like now you're forced to have to be somewhere. So, I did it for the gram.
You did it for the gram, yeah. It's a lot of that, man. So you say have thick skin.
Yeah, to have thick skin, but also do it for the love of it. Don't do it because, you're going to get a chance to meet MACMALL, or you're going to meet, Justin Bieber or whatever. Some people got it twisted because some people get into it because, I want to be a part of the street team because then that way I can get into the concerts and then I get a chance to maybe rub shoulders with Ty Dolla $ign.
Right, that's not. You can't do that.
You can't do that. You got to do it because you love it.
You got to be a professional.
Well, yeah, you got to be it's still a business.
Yes, sir.
So, yes, you got to be a professional. I mean, but you could be you, but don't do it as a groupie.
Yeah, you can't do that. You can't do that.
Don't do it as a
That's dope, man. So I want to thank you for coming, man, to the MACMALL. I mean, not for coming, for letting me come up here and interview you for the MACMALL My Opinion podcast. And as we gonna do, and you guys are gonna see with all my interviews at the end, I want to ask my guests, Chewy, what's your opinion?
My opinion on what?
On anything.
My opinion is, always be true to yourself and give it 100%, man. Just do you, and if it's meant to be happening, it's gonna happen. That's it.
Straight up, and you always did that, man. Thank you for the interview, man.
Thank you, appreciate you.
And we up out of here. We're gonna get back to the MACMALL My Opinion show. Peace. Yeah, man. that was the homie, the Cuddy, man. Chewy Gomez interview. You know what I mean? Straight up, man. You know. Chewy, man, is a big part, man. I'm glad y'all was able to see that and for him to really tell his story about where he come from and what got him interested in music and everything. You know, it's a dope story. You feel me? For real. What y'all think about Chewy?
Man, he's a legend in the Bay Area. Everybody who does music in the Bay knows his name and aspires to be in front of him.
In front of him. That's dope.
And next to him, you know?
Yeah,
in front of him, like how we are in front of face to face. Like,
right.
What's up?
Yeah,
Chewy
straight
the
up.
Man, Chewy the go-to guy, man. Straight up, man.
He's like he's the party function DJ and
Please
and all,
believe
in
it.
the hyphy movement. He was the one that you would listen to.
No doubt.
I used to listen to his morning talk shows with my dad.
Yeah, and see, and it's dope that you say that because Chewy was, you know, the whole family could listen to Chewy. You know what I mean? You can listen to the morning show,
Yep.
and it wasn't like now where it's like, you know, it's
awkward.
Yeah, it wasn't awkward. It was all love. You know what I mean? For real. It was man,
CMC, y'all watch
CMC. You know what I mean? Watching that. You know what I mean? Every day, and he was such a big part. And with him, it never was no big me's, little U's. You know what I mean? He was always, you know what I mean, right there for you to get at. And if you had good music, you know what I mean, you had a shot. You know what I mean? So I'm glad I was able to share that interview with Chewy Gomez.
Much love, Chewy. Straight
You know
up.
what I mean? Much love to my man, Chewy. Yeah. You are in the MACMALL My Opinion podcast. We're going to keep it moving. You feel me? Right now, you know what I mean? For all my smokers out there, you know what I mean? Because I know we all like to smoke weed and shit like that. You feel me? We going to have my man, Tone Loc. You know what I mean? I know y'all know him. Dude is a weed, man, what would you say you is, man? A weed king, a weed connoisseur, a weed what, man? How would you explain that?
Guru. How about
A weed guru?
Yeah.
Okay, that sounds good, man. My man Tone Loc is the weed guru, you know what I mean? And, you know what I mean? Every time we come with the show, we basically going to have his section, you know what I mean, called the Smokers section. And he's going to get you on he's going to introduce you to all type of dope weed products, you know what I mean, from all type of stuff, you know what I mean? And, I think on this show right now, you got your products, right?
Yeah, we got a few products.
You got a few products? Okay,
Yeah,
can you move them backwoods and stuff about the way?
We got a few products. Yeah, that's always part of it, the backwoods.
Straight up.
Move that out the way. We're going to need that shortly.
Right on. So you say we got a few products?
Yeah, we got the safe lock right here.
The safe lock.
Keep your bitch out your weed, you know what I'm saying? When
Word
you
up.
break away from the house. You know what I'm talking about? Lock her out.
Oh, yeah.
What that has a lock on it?
Yes.
Combination lock.
Combination lock. You could put a good half ounce, maybe a whole zip in there if you squish it in. But look,
Man.
when you come home, it's like put your code in and you back in your
Straight
shit.
up.
Like, stop it, bitch. Stop stealing my motherfucking Xanax.
You can use that for whatever pills, whatever the fuck.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Straight up.
That's a
Hit
dope
me up,
product. And who is it
Tone
by?
Loc.
Who is it
You know what
by?
I'm saying? Man, you can get that straight from me direct.
Direct.
Tone Loc at this, you know what I'm
At
saying?
this.
Instagram, hit me. I got you.
All right, so that's
You know
a safe
what
lock.
CBD.
Uh-huh.
Know about it.
What's that called? CBD Prime?
CBD, this is a pain reliever.
Word up.
This
A
is
pain
not,
reliever.
This is not of the flower to get
Okay.
you high, okay? Don't get it confused with the THC. This is deeper in the root of the plant.
Okay.
Pain
yeah.
relieving.
Yeah.
Cancer patients.
Okay.
People like that's taking these strong medicines that's eating them up inside. This is organic.
Word
this
up.
is not going to hurt you.
Uh-huh.
Try that. Look into it.
Okay, and it's called CBD Prime.
Correct.
Okay,
CBD.
straight up. So holler at Tone Loc,
got
man.
CBD all the
If
time,
you want to get that, yeah, that's helping kids too, man, with seizures and stuff, right?
By all means.
Word up.
I
That's tight.
I got Tone Loc lollipops.
Word.
You know what I'm talking about? So, you know what I mean?
You know,
I got
Theas
these.
love the
Hit me
kids.
up. I got
you
these.
feel me? Theas love the kids.
Gotta have these, man.
You know what I mean? Lollipops, man. Hold on. Let me ask you something about them lollipops right
talk
quick.
to me.
Is them hitting, bro?
I'm going to tell you like this.
Why didn't I get one of those?
Hold on, excuse me.
when
When you wake up in the morning,
right.
You know, I don't want you to mix up some other high with this high. So don't take a dab or smoke some weed and then take this and be like, confuse your high that you got off of that with
Right,
this.
okay.
I want you to straight up take this.
Right.
Give it some time.
Some time?
Yeah, and then call me back. So this the line I tell the people when I give them these.
Right.
And
can I see that right quick, brother?
They calling me back.
Let me see that, man. I want to check it out. Let me see. You got your man. You got Tone Loc, the Thiz Latin logo up there. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, for sure. We gonna make sure you get this, Miss Black Zeus.
Non-stop. Yeah, you gotta take that home with you.
Yeah. Okay. So what else we got, Tone Loc? What else we got?
We got some of that good Tone Loc wax.
Word. You got your own wax.
Off top.
Yeah.
Tested and rated. You know what I mean?
Word.
Everything. Yeah, by all means, take that home.
Let me see.
And taste that for me.
Okay, for sure, man. You got the Tone Loc wax, bro. That's dope, man.
Again, in very well-dressed packaging.
Yeah. Yeah, we must say that, man. This is beautiful packaging, man.
I also got the pure CBDs for the cancer patients.
Okay.
You know what I mean? That are hurting and, you know, maybe they can't swallow pills. So
right.
They could, you know, put this right under their tongue or swallow it. They could put it in some food, whatever.
Put it in like tea or some stuff like that?
There's some real pain relieving shit. There's no gimmick, no bullshit. You know what I mean? This could really.
Man, that's beautiful, man. It's beautiful.
Hey, real talk. THC.
And those are
weed.
Tone Locs. What
Yes.
is that? CBD syringes?
This pure CBD, yeah.
Yeah, syringes. Okay. Tone Loc, man. That is dope.
See what else we got in here.
All right.
We got the Tone Loc disposable cartridge and pen.
Oh, that's fly. That's fly. What kind of oil we got up in there?
Got my own oil in there, of course.
Okay, your blend, special blend.
Correct. I got sour diesel in this one right here. It's at 51% THC.
Oh.
You a smoker, right? Like you to taste that?
I got lipstick on.
Oh, it's okay. You're gonna be going home with that one.
Oh, well, thank you.
We got gifts. Gifts. You feel me? Yeah, that's that Tone Loc.
Shout out to Vape Vaporizer.
Oh, Vape Vaporizer, friends of all of us.
Get that
you know what I
MACMALL
mean?
pen. You know they got
Frank,
that down there.
Yeah, that's sold out, man. Actually.
Is it sold out?
Yeah. But it's all good. You know what I mean? For real.
Okay, so I also got the Tone Loc shatter.
Oh, shatter matters.
Make sure you go out and get some of that. We're gonna put some of that right here, so we can have some of that right here.
Oh, okay.
In just a minute.
All right.
More CBD. I got to keep that in here. And I'll keep that.
Man, that's a beautiful thing, man.
That's gonna help.
I don't know if you THC friendly, right? Are you familiar with Invisidab?
So okay, hold on, wait a minute. Let me see.
Your turn.
Yeah. No, I just want to see it. Let me see. This is a Invisidab. It looks like
an inhaler for asthma or something.
But it's straight bomb, man. This is crazy, man, for real. Shout out to that.
Shout out to all the people who are going to sneak this into
Give him a
Disneyland.
straight face. Live in the building.
Yeah, that go.
Come on, pass that thing around. How's that?
That was smooth.
Smooth.
That go. That's
I'm
it.
not familiar with inhalers because I don't have asthma.
Yes.
She got the lipstick, man.
It don't matter. I'm gonna wipe it off. She gotta have that.
All right, hit that. Hit that.
Let me hear that cough. Come on, don't hold it in. Talk to me now. Okay. Hello. I'm gonna do a double for y'all.
I'm gonna test my lung strength.
Satisfied cousin.
It's nothing to me, you know what I'm saying? I've been doing this a long time, you know what I'm saying? This is what it is.
It's like when you hit it. Hold on, you got lipstick all on. When you hit it,
Sorry.
it's like it doesn't hit you just like a dab, but then when it gets back there, that's when that shit, man, turn full dab. I like that. Let's go.
Let's do it, y'all. Dirtbag Dan finna come over and take
Straight
a
up.
dab at this.
Dirtbag Dan, a.k.a. my Mexican landlord.
Let's get that official
feel me?
approval. We need the official approval. Let us know, is it really the one?
How this shit rock, you know what I mean?
Is it really the one, or
You know, shout out to Dirtbag, you know what I mean, for producing this show, man, and letting us in the building You know what I mean? Beautiful thing. We gonna keep it popping, man, and we gonna make some dope shit. Right now, he hitting the dab, you know, testing this product out. You feel me? Tone Loc Shatter. You know what I mean? What you say about that, Dan?
Excellent. I'm really excited that my job involves testing fine and brand new marijuana implements. Super impressed by the inhaler. The wax tastes amazing. Carry on, Mac.
Straight up, man. Shout out to Dirtbag Dan. You know what I mean? Not only my Mexican landlord, one of the hardest battle rappers in the game from the Bay Area, San Jose, man. You know what I mean? Finest. You know what I mean? Shout out to Dirtbag.
Dirtbag Dan.
You feel me?
Here's
So
your
yeah.
safe block. Thank you, brother.
Yeah, man. So that was Tone Loc smoking section. You know what I mean? Thank you for Tone Loc. You know what I mean? On the next show, I know you're going to have even more dope and exotic, you feel me, weed things.
Catch me at HempCon. I'm a judge over there.
Okay.
I'll be doing the judging for the, it's 415, 416, and 417. I'll be testing all the marijuana, all the CBD products, and I'll be giving you so check it out.
All right. Tone, is it in the, can you give everybody your social networks?
Social network, Tone Loc at this.
You know, straight up? Okay.
There.
No doubt. Facebook, what? RG.
I don't really do Facebook, but
Miss Black Zeus.
Yes.
My lovely co-hostess.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Tell them about, you got anything coming up, any shows, any projects, you know what I mean? Modeling, y'all know you got that popping.
I got a few things coming
Yeah.
up. I'm working on a music video.
Oh, word.
It's a song I got called Cold War.
Okay.
Where it's from a woman's perspective, talking about how, you know, our dudes might not always be cheating. Sometimes he out there facing some real street shit. Some real
a black man in America, black
yeah,
and brown
facing
man in
some
America.
Real life shit.
You feel me?
So
Yeah.
I'm basically like singing to my dude, telling him, you know,
Yeah.
these streets don't love you like I do.
I feel that. When can we expect the video?
I don't have a due date, but sometime in the middle of summer.
All right, man. God willing, man, we'll debut it on this show. You know what I mean? The MACMALL My Opinion show. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Can you get the people your social networks? You feel me?
Mine's easy. It's MIZ Black Zeus. That's Zeus. Yes, like the Greek god. I get that all the time. Yes.
Straight up.
I've also, one more shit.
Yeah.
I got a short film that's going to be dropped. It's produced by J.R. Ward Productions.
Uh-huh.
And it's called The Wedding Present.
Oh, word. Sound dope.
So I play a mistress,
Okay.
seductress in the film. So just look out for that.
Seducty.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see it. You feel me? Yeah, man. You know what I mean? I want to thank y'all, you know what I mean, for being on here, you know what I mean, and getting it cracking for the first show, the MACMALL My Opinion podcast. And at the end of every show, I'm going to kind of like want to sum up, you know what I mean, just, you know, some of the topics, some of the energies that was going on this show. And, you know, with this one, you know, it really made me think about, you know, with Phife dying, you know, it really made me think about, you know, what goes unsaid. You feel me? A lot of times, you know what I mean, just in life, a lot of things go unsaid. You feel me? Because me personally, I was supposed to have a show with Phife Dawg during the Super Bowl, you know, events. And, you know, like I was excited about the show. My chick, shout out Carla, you know what I mean? She was juiced about, you know, Meeting Tribe. That's her favorite group, you know what I mean? And like, I was even gonna let her like take a picture with what you call it. You feel me? Like, yeah, it's good. I know you love that, man. Do that. You feel me? And so we was both excited, but the show, you know, it was during Super Bowl, so it was like crazy. It really didn't be able to pop out. It was actually a corporate fundraiser. That was the ill part about it too. And so, you know, my chick was very upset about not being able to go to the show. Me, I didn't trip because I was kind of like, man, you know, I'm gonna be able to see Phife Dawg in traffic. He live in the Bay. I'm gonna be able to see him. And that never was able to happen because of his passing. So that, you know, just got me thinking about just, you know, family and friends and, you know, people who, you know, you wish you know, you think you have them, you know what I mean? But life is not promised to anybody, you know what I mean? It can be gone like that. And we leave a lot of things unsaid, and I don't think we ever should do that. So, you know, if you got family out there, you got friends out there, man, you know, y'all might be going through some drama or, you know, disagreement or whatever, man. holler at them and tell them, man, you got love for them and squash that little shit. You feel me? Because life is not promised. You know what I mean? A day is not promised. A second is not promised, man. And you got to take advantage of your time here, man. So tell your people you love them. Give them their flowers while they alive. You feel me?
Smoke some weed.
Yeah, straight up, man. You know what I mean? No doubt, man. So my name is MACMALL, man. And this is my opinion. We out this piece.
My name is Young MACMALL, man, and this is my opinion. And since I got your attention, there's some shit I would like to mention. Fuck them burnt ass rollers, them highway type of strollers. Cause they be wearing the bust the big fat caps and get up soldiers. I guess they wanna fold us, but see, we won't just have that. Because I'm from the streets in 93 and players bust back. I might just be a dead man, because I speak rebellion. The way that Malcolm X and Dr. King, there ain't no telling. The government, they